Good afternoon to all the good viewers of this program who are watching this program with us on a weekly basis and maybe for the very first time. Allow me the opportunity to share the link in our Telegram page so anybody who wants to watch it live can join us in our program. Okay, that way I also have a chance to follow it as well. And good afternoon to all the people that are going to be writing in the live chat while we go forward with this program. Allow me to open up the share screen and share with you the program of this week. First, we're going to be starting with Islamic Republic of Iran, and we are going to be looking at what Islamic Republic of Iran is now doing to prepare itself for World War III. Islamic Republic of Iran advertises in a different way than you have in the West. Okay, so I have to educate you, the Westerners, about how things are done in Islamic Republic of Iran. You see, majority of Iranians are against the Islamic Republic of Iran. Even in Iran, majority of Iranians don't have a problem with the Western world. Rather, they love the people in the Western world. They share the same ideology. They want the same as what the Western world wants, which is freedom of speech, freedom of identity, freedom to live your life, wanting to strive for a better future, raising your children, giving them the best education possible, set them up for the best future possible. They like to go and have vacations. They like to spend time with family members and friends. They are essentially the same as Westerners. They just speak a different language. However, at the very same time, we have Islamic Republic of Iran, which is all about hatred. They hate the Iranian people for that. They hate the West for that. They hate everybody who's not communist or under the bandwagon of Islam for it. In fact, when it comes to Islam, all Muslims share a common theme of hating other Muslims. If you are not the same exact sect as they are, then they believe you are not a true Muslim. Hence, you are on the list, on the chopping block, just the same way the infidels and all the people that left the religion are. You're on the same chopping block. Sooner or later, they have to get to you and slaughter you too, because you are not the same sect. All of them believe this. The Wahhabis believe this. The Salafis believe this. All the Sunnis believe this. All the Shias believe this. Everybody believes it. Unanimously, hand down, they all believe. And to each one of them, everybody else is not a Muslim. Only they are the Muslim. When it comes to Islamic Republic of Iran, Islamic Republic of Iran has some followers. They have people who are in the Sepah. You know them as IRGC. They have people who they call Hezbollah of Iran, separate from Hezbollah of Iraq and separate from Hezbollah of Lebanon. Then they got people who are in the police department. They got people in the military wing. They got people who are Etela'at, which are supposed to be something similar to like the CIA of Iran. And then they have a bunch of those type of names like the Etela'at. They have a bunch of them. And each one is supposed to be its own little wing and whatnot. And they compete with each other for power sometimes. And then they have the people that for money, they pretend to be like devoted Muslims, so they'll do whatever the government asks them because that's how they make their living. They just want to get paid, so they'll come and sit there when Khamenei is giving a speech and they'll hold a placard like this for 45 minutes and they'll never bring it down because, they're paid to do so. Or they're going to spy on the common folks of Iran, or they're going to spy on Iranians outside of Iran. And some of them, they live outside of Iran. That's their job, to spy on us outside of Iran, create a file. So if that person didn't know and they decided to go and visit their cousin in Iran, they can be arrested at the airport, thrown in a political prison, and so on and so forth. For some of us big shots, they'll try to assassinate us in our homes. At least that's what they've done for the last 40 years. As long as they can find a way in. In order to get all these different groups mentally ready for a World War III, Islamic Republic of Iran does it in a way of a song they sing, which is supposed to be like a religious song. It's different from the Christian hymns. These people, they sing this and they put their political views into it. And this is made so that during a special religious time, when someone comes there with the foresight of thinking about humility or trying to build themselves to get closer to God, for example, they come out with these type of songs to brainwash the person. Now, in Islam, you don't get close to God because the God of Islam is Satan. But the average Muslim doesn't know that because the average Muslim really never studied their religion. They were just told some stuff and they followed it. Hence, because of that, when they come and they listen to these type of songs and they think that the people singing it are amazing, which they're not, they're a bunch of thieves. They take value in what these people say. So we're going to listen to some of it and I will translate parts of it for you because I'm not going to bore you with the whole thing. The key parts I want you to hear, I'll translate. Here we go. As you can see, we also have subtitles for you at the bottom, so you can go through it. He's talking about the world has become ready for a world war. Which world war? We're not talking about World War I. We're not talking about World War II. We're talking about World War III. So you see here, Takfiri, Wahhabi, Daesh, all joined together. Each one of them is a different branch of Islam. But these guys are Shia Muslims. So they don't accept any of them as real Muslims. And so all those people are hypocrites that need to be dealt with. And the king of Saudi Arabia, he is the one that's, bringing these people together. He doesn't know. The kingdom of Saudi Arabia wants to be as far away from Islam as they possibly can get. I mean, look at the guy. The guy has created nude beaches. Oh boy, Islam and nude beaches. The guy is trying to bring in world-class musicians, I should say, from around the world. Magicians too, by the way. UFC, WWIII, and all the rest. He's bringing the biggest comedians you can find from around the world. The comedians are all there. All kind of sports, from bicycle racing to sport cars and whatnot, and you name it, it's all there. The guy's trying to create new cities that are 3-layer cities. An underground city with a regular ground city with I don't know what kind of city. It's 3-layer. The guy is trying to do whatever he possibly can to avoid. I mean, the guy said women can drive now. Historically, Wahhabis and Daesh and Takfiris, they say women cannot drive. No. He's allowed that in certain cities, you don't even need to wear the hijab anymore. But according to Shia Islamic Republic of Iran, the Saudi king is trying to form a 3-way Takfiri, Wahhabi, Daesh group so that they can stand in front of Iran, for example. The lies that Islamic Republic of Iran says. And of course, come on. Western countries, wake up. You didn't think he was going to stop at the king of Saudi, did you? No, behind all of these is America. I mean, Joe Biden is helping out Islamic Republic of Iran. He removed Donald Trump's oil ban. He removed Donald Trump's weapon ban. He removed Donald Trump's bans on everything that has to do with the government of Islamic Republic of Iran. He's funding Urwa and Hamas and Iran and everybody in between. He allows them to come out of the United Nations and run amok in New York City from hotel to hotel, shopping mall to shopping mall, store to store, and do whatever they want. And, the representative of Islamic Republic of Iran can waltz into the United Nations on a daily basis and threaten the people of United States. And Uncle Biden is just sitting there promoting, saying, good job, my sons. In Carter's regime, we put you together. You've ran amok, and now you're back. You're back, baby. You're back. But according to Islamic Republic of Iran, United States is the great state that's behind King Saud, not Iran. The Spirit of God. Oh my God, it's fun. You'll find out in a second why. The Spirit of God is in the heart and soil of this ground, okay? The Spirit of God. But the funny part is, in Islam, God doesn't have a spirit. So which God are you talking about? Spirit of God is inside the heart and soil of this. And the soil had a heart. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Very interesting. I mean, they make up some bullshit. You got to use the word. Come on. You got to give it to me. I got to use the right words, okay? We cannot not use the right words when describing these guys and what they write, okay? The Spirit of God, a God that doesn't have a spirit, his spirit somehow ended up in the heart of the soil that this guy's standing on. Okay. So does that mean his God spirit died? Is that what we're hearing? I mean, in Syria, Israel is killing and making into kebabs the IRGC commanders and advisors on a daily basis. Hezbollah of Lebanon is getting bombarded on a daily basis now. They don't know what to do. In Gaza, Hamas is running from tunnel to tunnel trying to hide. And they're being pulled out with their underwears on. and they're being held from the back of the neck like a tiny little mouse. Okay? That's what's going on right now. And this guy is talking about the enemy hasn't had a good night. Yeah, now we're going back to the legacy of Khomeini. You know, the man that Carter said was going to bring peace to the Middle East. You remember, Biden was his advisor. And what did Khomeini teach us? For you in the West, you don't know. I know, I was there. I was the kid that used to go to kindergarten and grade 1 and so on and so forth. And I grew up with Khomeini. Okay? I know Khomeini. You don't know Khomeini, but I know Khomeini. Khomeini is the one who was teaching little kids from kindergarten growing up that you have to turn into soldiers. You have to fight against the Sunnis, which is pretty much 90% of Muslims. America, France, Britain, Germany, Israel, Canada, United States. Oh, United States is the biggest Satan of them all. I mean, who said Satan was some kind of a demon? No, it's the country of United States. So now he wants everyone to go to the legacy of Khomeini. We have to go to war with everybody. You see, what delayed the global Islamic awakening? But this word over here is wrong. They translated it wrong. He doesn't say what delayed the global Islamic awakening. No, he's saying the exact opposite. He's saying the global Islamic awakening has happened. That's why he's talking about the legacy. Legacy of Khomeini is now international, meaning it's woken up, meaning it's everywhere, meaning we're going to attack you from inside your own cities, meaning if you don't listen to people like Dr. Ali Raza Musavat, one day it'll be too late for you and we will be cutting your heads. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about someday soon we'll be attacking all the cities, demolishing you, taking you apart like you see today in London, England. He says, don't talk about war with us. We're not dead. We're going to attack you. But we haven't seen him do anything. I mean, he could have thought, you know, Islamic Republic of Iran says they make missiles. They're even giving missiles to Russia to use in Ukraine. You know, how hard was it? Just throw one missile like this and let it go to Tel Aviv. Come on. Why are you so chickens? Oh, he wants to come after you with blades. He doesn't know today there's nuclear bombs. You just throw one and it's all over. The United States even has the hammer. از منطقه ما هم شده واژه تسلیم در شام و عراق و یمن آماده جنگی در شام عراق و یمن آماده جنگی در آن جنگ بابی ببارم من قلب تلاوی که تکیل ببارم. Why doesn't he do it? I mean, he wants to throw these missiles. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I mean, the war has now gone into what, 4, 5, 6 months. It's going on and on and on. And this guy is still sitting there. Oh, you can throw a missile. Well, why don't you throw it? Talk is cheap, according to Americans. Talk is cheap. Show us some actions. You know, according to Eddie Murphy in his comedy special. What have you done for us lately? Anyway, that's enough of this guy before you all get a headache. Let's go to the next portion. The latest news. News for you people. News. You know, we got fresh news you don't hear about anywhere else yet. You know, as soon as it comes out, we got it out for you. I don't think Fox is covering it. I don't think MSNBC is covering it. None of those news media channels is covering it. But don't worry, I've got it for you. Within the last couple of days, Iran Special Forces, IRGC, the Sepah, they carried out a cross-border raid into Pakistan, during which they killed, or they say they killed, Ismail Shah Baksh, a leader of the Jaish al-Adl, and a number of his supporters. And here's the funny part. In the Arabic language, they have 28 letters, just like in English. In the Persian language, we have 32 letters. According to the Urdu language of the Pakistanis, they say they have 36, 37, 47, some odd number like that, as far as the lettering is concerned. Supposedly, they have all the Arabic letters, they have all the Farsi letters, and they have other letters they've added to it to create their Urdu. So theoretically, they should have no problems pronouncing the letters that the Arabic language has and that the Persian language has. But unfortunately, they can't pronounce any of them. I mean, here it's Buckish. It's not supposed to be Buckish. There should be another H after the K here to make it Bakhish, coming from Bakhsh. Bakhsh coming. So it should be Islamic. This should be, his name should be Ismail Shah Bakhsh. Okay? But they can't say Khe, so they say Ke. They can't say Ge, so they say Ke. They can't say Ge, so they say Ke. I mean, you have at least 3 different letters that you can't say, and you substituted the word or the letter K for each one of them. How retarded. And then you go to what is East Pakistan. Today, you know it as Bangladesh. And they can't say Z. And when they want to say Z, they say Z. Retarded people. Then they say, we got all these letters. Man, you don't have these letters because you can't pronounce them. Take them out. No, we have all these letters. We have all the letters. All the letters. Everything. We have it all. But you can't use any of them. What would you call someone like that? Mentally insane? I mean, what would you want to call it? And then we have the next video for you. Let's go ahead and share with you the next video. Fortunately, you guys are all English speaking. So therefore, I can go faster than in the Persian language because I got to stop to translate everything. But I don't need to translate for you guys. Now we're going to go to the city of Dalton in the state of Illinois. And we're going to see Mayor Tiffany Henyard. And we're going to learn about Mayor Tiffany Henyard and her allegedly stealing all of the city's money that the taxpayers are paying for. Let's see what she has to say.
I am Tiffany Henyard, and I am a progressive candidate for mayor of Dalton.
We talk about patterns. When someone breaks into a home or breaks into a car, they let you know that they will take whatever they want to take. They see something, they go get it. And this is why we see now more of a pattern of her recklessly spending taxpayers' money as the mayor is conducting a $7 million deficit.
All the way until last month, we were receiving monthly financial reports. This month, we did not receive a monthly financial report. Last fiscal year through May, the deficit was 2.5 million in our operating account. This year through the report we got, which was September 30th, I pulled that up as you were speaking. So from May through September, there was an additional $4.2 million of deficit. So you couple those two together, the deficit is growing and it's approaching 7 million.
We can tell that she sees things, she gets it, she wants it.
Thank you to this gentleman that you see on TV right now, on your screens and mobiles, and no matter which way you watch this program, on your device, you're looking at this gentleman's face, this gentleman right here. I'm not sure what his name is, but he made this video, and we were able to get it off of social media, and we are using it to awaken more people. So thank you for your hard work. I'm sure if anyone knows, they can give the credit to him. We wanted to make sure that he's recognized for his good work and that we acknowledge him for his great job.
Even if it's something that she shouldn't have. And that's the biggest problem we have right now.
From the Black community, that is the biggest problem we have right now, because the city that she is a mayor of is mostly Black. So it's Black people who have a problem with what she's got. It's not a white thing. It's not white people going after her. Rather, it's her own people that are trying to hold her accountable. Here's a different video. As you know, this lady, Tiffany, used to be a carjacker. She would attack your cars and steal whatever you have inside. She got arrested for it. Then she went and worked at McDonald's. And then she went and became mayor. Let's look at what she has to say about herself.
But everything we do for the people. But we under attack. We getting scrutinized in the media. For what? Loving on the people? Showing them that they matter to us?
WGN Investigates has an update on dysfunction in Dalton, where local leaders are fighting over transparency, spending, and safety. Now the South Suburbs' controversial mayor is firing back, and it all played out at a public meeting last night.
Y'all forget I am the leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work, no work.
Tiffany Henyard considers herself something of a crusader, but one who's clearly annoyed by questions from a rebellious group of Dalton trustees who are in a standoff with her over spending.
At the end of the day, vendors are not being paid. Board approved it. The vendors are not being paid.
How about you be a good leader, bring our piece to the forefront, so not just us, but the residents and everybody else in America know how the money is being spent.
WGN Investigates has cataloged tens of thousands of taxpayer dollars spent on trips, meals, and more by Tiffany Henyard and her allies in Dalton and on the Thornton Township Board, where
So she spends tens of thousands of dollars on meals and flights and all this. And she says, I do it for the people. I do it for the people. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, she eats for you. She flies for you. She smiles for you. She poses on magazines for you.
she's the supervisor. Township credit card records show Henyard and other officials spent.
She flies first class from her city to all the other cities and stays in lavish areas, spends just on the flights alone, first class, of course. For you, $67,000. And you pay because, well, let's put it this way. Who else would you rather pay for if you didn't pay for her to fly around?
More than $67,000 on trips to Portland, Austin, Atlanta, and New York City. Many of the flights were first class. So were the accommodations. In Atlanta, Henyard and her team stayed at the Four Seasons Hotel, costing taxpayers more than $9,000.
So she stayed at the Four Seasons in Atlanta. It cost over $9,000. I mean, if you stayed at the Four Seasons, what are you going to pay? Maybe $400?
$1,000. In New York, the bill came to $13,000.
In New York, in the Marriott, $13,000. You stay at the Marriott, what it'll cost you? Like $400?
$15,000. Henyard has refused to explain the specific purpose of the trips or why they travel in such style, but she appeared to refer to our reporting at Monday's Dalton meeting.
But everything we do for the people. but we under attack.
Everything we do is we do for the people. We fly for the people. We eat for the people. I take poses for the people. When I do something, I do it for the people. When I go to sleep, I sleep for the people. When I got married, I got married for the people. When I color my hair, I do it for the people. When I wear my earrings, I do it for the people. Everything I do is for the people.
We getting scrutinized in the media. For what? Loving on the people, showing them that they matter to us. We going through the fires for y'all.
Tenured calls her
She goes through all the fires for you all. I mean, those foods, they're hot, man. The mouth is burning.
That politics are being played, but what has happened is $1 million out of my budget has been cut because of politics.
We're not saying the police is not doing the job. What we're saying is you're assigning all of them to be with you when they should be out here protecting the residents so we can all feel safe.
residents are taking notice. Some spoke for and others against the mayor.
Well, you know, we got the mayor here. I mean, meeting
Here comes the gang member.
with the president of the United States. Everyone's seen the picture. I mean, that's a big deal. That
Oh yeah, gang members. We got the mayor here sitting here. Our mayor meets with the president. Well, it is a big deal. You know, he meets with the president. I think your president doesn't even know who your mayors are, man. For all he knows, when he sees your mayor, he thinks that's Kamala Harris.
that is great promotion for this city, for this town.
Ladies and gentlemen, be civil, do things right.
Now you have a African man who came all the way from Africa. He worked hard. He became a citizen of the United States. And now he's a United States citizen. And now this man is going to give you some knowledge, some advice, some gifts that I hope some people that don't have it take advantage of. He says, ladies and gentlemen, be civil. I mean, you're supposed to be the mayor. What are you, a gangster? Are you Al Capone's little sister? But what's wrong with you?
Think of the residents. You're here to represent the residents and not yourself.
You're here to represent the residents, man. Think of them. You're not here to represent yourself.
Henyard and her publicity team no longer respond to our emails seeking an
Of course they
explanation of her
don't.
spending. As we've reported, she is also the face of a cancer charity that bears her name, one that has failed to file required financial disclosures. The Illinois Attorney General has given the foundation until the middle of the
Last week, we talked about cancer research. Oh, donate to this cancer research. Oh, donate to that cancer research. Oh, donate to this one. Oh, donate to that one. And I told you guys how this was a scam. It's a sham. She has one too. And she wants you to give to her cancer research because that's how she makes her money. That's how she does what she does. I don't know what's happened to the Zoom, but the Zoom has kind of stopped.